Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 8 of season 2 of Heartstopper. This is the season finale. Sometime soon, we'll be putting up the poll for what show will be replacing this once we reach the end. But for now, let's go ahead and hop into the finale. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon or for Comparable Channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up with the time codes for actually the entire episode. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies we cover on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote on what movies to react to each month. It's just a great way to support the channel, help us do the things we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. So please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. That all sent out of the way. Let's go ahead and hop into episode 8. Perfect. Here we go. Aww. Just a little reminder, everybody's got a chance, but this guy's got me right now, man.
Have you seen the comments?
Yo, aww. Well, I mean, there's a bit of a mix, but for the most part, pick a side. I saw that one in there.
I guess we knew this would happen. Are you gonna go more to prom tonight?
Probably.
Some stairs.
Oh yeah, it's prom. Let's go. But for the most part, a lot of it was... Oh, hell yeah.
Everything's perfect.
Let's go.
Couple there and everyone will see.
Yeah. But I love how like a majority of the You okay, Nick? What was all of that? Maybe a little tinge of fear or what?
I think
but for the most part,
Instagram.
Yes, he did. I keep getting interrupted. But yeah, I like how a majority of the comments were supportive, which was nice. I mean, obviously there's some confusion, some surprise, and some like dickish, but for the most part, it was supportive. Oh wait, has he not asked yet?
Do you want to be my girlfriend?
Oh.
Was that a serious question?
Yes. Do you not want to?
Yes.
Aww.
I want to be your girlfriend.
Yes.
Why are you being weird about it?
I'm not being weird. You're being...
Oh yeah, I forgot they were in charge of the theme. Oh no. If she left, I wonder if she's had anywhere to actually charge her phone.
This is a mess. I'm texting the gang, otherwise we're literally not gonna have a prom.
Everybody's a little busy at the moment. Avengers, assemble! Oh, calling the banners. Oh, I love it. I'm worried about Darcy, man, after what we saw last. This looks so chaotic.
Guys, I'm having a breakdown.
I'm not surprised.
That wasn't funny.
Dude, what a dick. I'd do that though. Though knowing me, I would try to do that to mess with Charlie and then actually... Tao, no! Okay, this shit always happens in shows and TV shit. I have never once in my life done that because clothes are not cheap.
Invite him tonight.
No, I don't know.
Just tell him we need more chaperones.
Yes! Yes!
No.
I love this coach, man.
Right.
Do you not see the post?
Is it true you guys are going out?
Yeah. I didn't know you were gay, Nick.
Well,
I'm bi, actually. That needs to be on a shirt.
I told you.
I didn't believe you, you know.
I said you would.
I guess it's silly to assume every kid has Instagram or yet is following his account.
I can walk to the shop. I'll eat later. I had a really late breakfast. So.
You're going to eat.
You can, though.
God, I would feel like my dad in this situation. You were not getting up from that table until you clean that plate. Dude made me eat ketchup. If I used more than if I put up more on the plate than I could actually use. Only happened a couple of times, but it did happen. Literally had to spoon ketchup. It's like, we're not wasting all that.
They're all idiots for assuming you're straight. And I'm including myself in that statement.
Oh, you're an idiot for whole other
I
reasons.
must be really happy.
He is.
In
But
some
he's-
ways.
But not in, yeah.
I don't know, I think he's been finding all the attention, like, a lot.
Yeah, he hates attention, so
I'm just worried.
how come?
I love these two interacting like this.
The more I learn about him, the more I think the bullying, all the things that happened to him in the past, they all really have affected him, and he still carries it all with him, even though it's over.
Yeah.
It still causes him a lot of pain. I mean, do you think that's true?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I think when something really bad happens, it can affect you for a really long time.
Yeah.
My dad died when I was 12, and, you know,
Oh.
I think a lot of the reason I get so freaked out about losing my friends and losing Elle is because losing him was just like... Yeah.
I didn't know about your dad.
No, don't be weird about it.
I'll try.
You know the bullying? You know how bad it was, don't you?
I mean, I had some stuff, but yeah, Charlie never really talked to me about it.
Me neither.
He's been bottling that up the entire time. Nobody really knows then. Like I mentioned before, some of the kids I knew growing up, I heard some vile things that kids did to them, even when they didn't even have confirmation at all. They just thought they were and just made their lives a nightmare.
I think you always look cute.
Aww. Bow ties are cool.
I can't believe you're my boyfriend.
Can I please open my eyes now?
Go for it.
That doesn't look bad.
No.
Oh.
So good.
No.
So good.
Oh, adorable.
A big public appearance as a couple, that's
It's pretty big, man.
definitely what we want.
Yes. Wait, is this is Mindscape?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants all of that. The attention, I don't know. Maybe not so much if turns negative. He needs like positive attention. That's what he's really hoping for. Oh my God, she's just out here at this park. That's heartbreaking, man. Seeing a mother and their child interacting like that too, and then what her experience was with her mother. I wonder if it's always been like that, or if it started once she kind of came out and stuff, or I don't know.
And what are your intentions with my Elle?
I'm
joking. I'm joking.
Are you? Are you sure?
But if you're not back by 12, then you will be in trouble.
12 is very generous. That's a gorgeous dress. And he's rocking a pretty sweet blazer.
You look... You're so... Hello.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh my god, look at you. Suspenders.
Oh, he's got a open collar too.
Where's Darcy? Oh, she's running late.
Yo, they really pulled it off. I was gonna say pull out all the stops, and then I ended up blurring my words together there. That's a cool entryway, man. So teamwork gets you, man. Oh, that's cool. This is more effort than ever went into any of our proms.
Who's next?
I don't want one.
Why is it? Why not?
Because it's so embarrassing just standing there on my own.
Right, Colin, the four of us are getting.
Yeah, you don't have to be alone. Be with friends. Get rid of your damn book. Experience life. Stop reading about it.
Can't believe Nick's the first hour of us in a relationship.
Yeah, man.
I could easily have a girlfriend any day now.
Yeah.
Is Tara Jones single?
She's gay.
What? Oh my god. I still have a shot, right?
Miss you too.
Aww. Cute. I'm glad some of his friends are pretty chill about it, if not awkward, but still. It takes some getting used to, you know, when there's a shakeup like that.
Tara? What's wrong? What's happened?
I don't think she's coming. I know something's wrong, but she never wants to talk about it. You talk to someone about something that they don't want to talk about.
Tell me about it. He wants to do the same with Charlie.
You just have to try. Yeah, even if it doesn't work.
No. We know Tao loves his dancing. He's been preparing for this all of his life. Oh, they glow in the dark. Yo! Aww.
I'm gonna go to Lambert.
I know.
And that's okay. Oh, what do we have here? Oh my god. She's such a vibe. Harry! Yes!
You came. Said you needed more chaperones.
That night in Paris,
Pretty stupid thing for us to do.
Or not.
I was going to suggest dinner and drinks next time.
Next time.
Oh, he didn't think there would be one, I don't think. Oh my god. No, I'm stealing this. Where's the library? Is Imogen having an awakening here? Woo! Oh, come on, Nick. Okay, thank God. They're so awkward. I love it, though.
Should we dance or like get a photo or something?
Can you dance?
No, not at all. No.
You know that?
Just sway. Do the white guy sway.
Can we leave?
Hips and shoulders and sway.
I've been so obsessed with the idea of coming out. It's like we've forgotten why we wanted to do it in the first place.
That's very true.
Then,
It's for you guys.
I just want to have a fun night with you and our friends.
Yeah, I want that too.
Mm.
Me and my mum are out tonight, so I do have a free house.
Well, let's go.
You were incredible.
You got the dance floor going.
Oh my god, dude, he looks like he is overheating. She finally made it.
Where's Tara?
She went to find you.
Oh no. Oh no. She's gonna go to her house. Oh, and there was that cloud before. A bunch of people thought I said gas leak. I said ghastly, like the Pokemon.
Hi.
Hope we don't take cold calls. Sorry.
Oh, wait,
What?
I'm Darcy's friend. She said she was coming to our school prom tonight, but she didn't show up, and she hasn't been replying to my messages. Is she okay?
And how would I know that?
Do you know where she is?
She had another one of her tantrums last night over an outfit. Can you believe? Your own mother can't tell you the truth about an outfit. Who can? She looked like a lesbian. She'll realise she was in the wrong. She'll come straight back.
Okay, so it,
If I find her, I'll ask her to let you know she's
so she
okay.
doesn't know.
Thanks, then. Bye.
Wow, fuck you.
Hello? Oh, thank God. I'm on my way.
we found her as if she didn't come to them. Oh, that's funny. Aww.
Oh my god, look, Tiny Nick was so cute. Where did you sleep?
The park, I think.
I went to the park. It was fine. Nobody was there.
I mean, thank goodness nobody was there.
My phone was out of battery and I didn't have a charger.
There it was.
Why didn't you walk to my house? Because I didn't want you to know.
Yeah, she didn't want you to know about any of
You
this.
didn't feel as confident about being a lesbian as I did. And I wanted to be that person for you to help you through your journey. But you are that person. At school? Maybe.
Not at home.
I hide who I am when I'm at home.
God, it's like the reverse of
Not confident.
Ben.
Sometimes my mum makes me hate myself.
Rejected, hated for what they are at home, except
then
she embraces
you
it
said I love you.
where she can and he doesn't.
But what if that person doesn't even exist?
So you were scared to say it back because you didn't really believe that I could love you.
You've only ever seen half of my life.
And now I've seen the other half, and I still love you.
You sure?
When that other half is just your mom.
I'm a literal disaster.
Oh, I know. I actually like how much of a disaster you are.
Aww.
I am so in love with you. I'm bad at saying it.
Well, practice makes perfect.
Yes, it does.
I love you.
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 There you go.
I love you.
Mm.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
But yeah, fuck her mom. And just how much she just couldn't care less about where her daughter was. Aw. What? I like how Isaac, once he's kind of figured this out, is more comfortable being around the rest of them. He doesn't feel as broken. One, that he met somebody else like him, and that he's starting to understand, because he's so much more involved, so much more free, even by himself here. I mean, he's not by himself here, though. Like, he's himself. All of them can be themselves here with no pressure. I love that for everybody here, man.
I need to go home soon. No. I see what you're doing. My plan's been foiled.
I'll get you next time, Charlie Spring.
You got so many rugby trophies.
That was from summer camp.
You went to rugby summer camp.
I think I had a crush on the instructor.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was obsessed with him. So I tried really, really hard and got that trophy for being the best team player.
That is so adorable.
Now your turn.
Oh.
Ooh. Now you tell me a truth.
Like what?
What happened to you when you were being bullied?
The bullying, what that was like.
We didn't need to talk about that. Everything's fine now.
Is everything fine?
Mm-hmm.
I know you like everything to be fine and happy and perfect all the time, but
That's not life,
you don't
man.
have to be perfect with me.
Oh, he's going into defensive positions.
So we tell each other things after you told me about your eating thing.
Someone just heard Tao talking about me coming out. I think it surprised me how homophobic people are. I thought things were better nowadays.
One would think, but we have been shockingly surprised in recent years how little that is the case.
Call me disgusting to my face. And it went on for so long that I think I started to believe what they were saying. Made me really hate myself. So much that I used to cut myself sometimes.
Been there.
I don't want to feel like that anymore.
Mm. Not as bad as some other people I know, though. Still have scars. I never really got that bad, but I did do things to myself to feel pain, to distract me from other things off.
Can you promise to tell me if it ever gets that bad again?
I just don't want to annoy you or burden you.
Shut the fuck up and say yes.
I don't want you to think I'm some fragile, broken mess that you need to fix me. I would hate that.
You're not. And I wouldn't.
But he's there for you. That's what he's here to do, man.
That was scary in the past few months because you were there, holding my hand. And I want to be that for you too. Like, you're my boyfriend. John. Can you just please?
God, every time he says Char, I want to say Mander.
Okay.
Now, I want to hear I promise. I love this, man. Charlie wants to be so badly the rock he didn't have for Nick to try to make sure that what he experienced, Nick never does. But at the same time, he's not allowing Nick to do the same for him where he can.
I love.
Yes. No! God damn it. He was almost there this time. He said it in French. Well, he didn't say I love you, but he called him my love. I love love, man. I do. So much. I think we should wait to say it out loud for the first time. Okay. We don't know if he sent it, but that's just my thoughts on that whole little thing. I mean, it's easier over text for some people, man. And given the situation, his apprehension, stuff like that, I wouldn't be completely against it. I would totally understand. But what a beautiful episode. So, Darcy's mom's a bitch. Oh, she looked like a lesbian. She'll come to her senses and she'll be back whenever. Like, she just couldn't care less that her daughter ran off and spent the night God knows where. What the hell? Like, hell, I grew up, you know, when I did, and sure, I could go run off on the train tracks. I could disappear for most of the day, but I'm pretty sure if I didn't come back for the night, my mom would freak out. Anyway, so yeah, so like Darcy in school and with them, like she's been putting on, I wouldn't even call it a front. She's just being herself because it's the only place she can. However, that's where she puts up walls so you can't enter the other part of her life. That's why she was so afraid of the I love you. Again, she could only keep her away from that side of herself for so long, and she was afraid that she wouldn't like that side of herself. Not that when she's at home, she's a different person. She's just not out. Her mother just doesn't know the truth. That doesn't change who Darcy is. That just exposes Tara to a part of her life that also won't seemingly accept Tara as well. That they can't be open or themselves there. So that's part of the fear, I think. And I think we got pretty close to that. I think I got pretty close to that just on my initial reads and stuff like that, and the way she was acting and behaving and stuff like that. And also her deflective personality. Pretty close. I just wasn't sure if she was shitty, abusive, or homophobic, or some combination. And it seems like it's a combination of things. Isaac, though, we'll come back to him for a minute. I absolutely love that now that he's gone through some of this stuff, he's so much happier and so much more comfortable with the group. Even though it took a minute while they were here at prom, he was still, I think, bumping into, obviously it's a thing for couples. People come here single and stuff like that, but like the main thing is like couple. You're expected to couple up. A lot of the things weren't kind of like acclimated to him, so he was having a hard time getting into it. So he went to the library, he grabbed that book, and he started to connect with it. Because now he understands himself a little bit more, and now he's been reading through it, he's whatever, and they all decided to leave eventually. Unlike before, where he'd just kind of be off in the corner looking at them, wondering why he feels the way he does. What is wrong with him? Why doesn't he feel like everybody else? Now he's just like, there's no reservations at all. He's participating in everything without really a second thought. And nobody's thinking anything other than that. It's just, they're just all accepting here, and I absolutely love that. And then for Elle to come here and be here with Tao out and open on the dance floor, showing off their moves, fuck everybody and what they think, just going at it, especially Elle coming back in here and stealing that spotlight, dude. Let's go. That was a highlight of the episode too. And then obviously finally coming out about what she's going to do, that she is going to go to Lambert, and he's like, I know. And that's the right thing to do. Like, she should go. and he should be okay with that. And I love that we got that talk with him and Nick about why he's so afraid of people leaving, connecting that to his dad and the loss of his father. So he already knows what that feels like to have that emptiness, and he just doesn't want that with everybody else. He's afraid of people disappearing from his life, and he's been trying to figure out how to get through that. That hit me the most in this. That hurt, and it makes so much of his pathos throughout the first 2 seasons makes so much more sense, and it was pretty close. I just didn't know where that route was. Even myself, like I really fear the drift. Like I still barely keep in touch with my friends, mostly just because we're so busy all the damn time. We're into different things these days or whatever. Our lives have branched off as they tend to do. And I always also feared about that just disappearing altogether. I've had complete breakdowns over it. I had a really rough night about it a few years ago. So I don't know. I just felt like I was just on an island alone and just drifted off into some spiraling, man. And it got real rough. Doing a lot better now, though. Don't worry. I'm just saying, like, I understand where he's coming from, even if not exactly the same scenario, but pretty close. And it's not like my dad's dead, but I barely have any contact with him at all. Some of it, I could make an effort, but I'm returning the effort that is given. That's where I'm at the moment. That absence still, like, I still feel it. I still carry that. And I think it still impacts a lot of things too. So like father things like that also just hit straight to my core. And also it just shows just how far I love that it was between him and Nick, especially where they started off and the way that he treated Nick because of that very same fear. And I love that Nick opened up to him about what he's afraid of with Charlie, that he doesn't talk about these things, that he still blocks things off. You know, he's still afraid to let any of that darkness out, but he still carries it. It's still there. He's still bottling it up. And unless he talks about it, unless he frees it, it's just going to keep growing. He's just holding it in. Eventually that pressure is going to release somewhere. And I'm glad that after all of this, after them coming to the party, being out and together, and sure, there was some snarky little comments here, some awkward conversations here and there and all that. For the most part they were there and they showed off, and it went pretty well. It went pretty well. The Farouk thing and Ajayi, that was beautiful. That was amazing. I loved that. I'm glad that got included in this episode. Harry got caught trying to spike the juice, which was funny. Imogen had a little moment. I don't remember her name. The girl playing the guitar, the one she thought was straight. There was a little moment there where she was just by herself. Obviously, she was by herself. She probably planned on being there with Ben originally. Obviously, that fell apart. She didn't have another date. So I don't know if that was meant to be romantic or platonic, like she's there supporting her or whatever, or if she had like a little awakening. There was a little moment there. I don't want to be like, oh, let's go, everybody pairs up, whatever. You know, but like, I'm not going to lie. That was my immediate thought. I love this for everybody in this. I really, really did. You know, even though we had some hard conversations, there were some hurdles to get through. At the end of the day, I think everybody came out better for it in the end, especially when, you know, we're back, we're alone, we're all hunky dory and stuff like that. But then Nick finally presses to get Charlie to open up about what he hasn't been talking about. He gets him to finally talk about it. Because like, again, like Charlie has been so adamant about trying to ensure that Nick doesn't have to go through the shitty stuff that he experienced. He wants his coming out to be so much better than his. He's never told Tao about it either. He's never told anybody. But Nick presses him, you can't make it all about me. You know, it's what you were for me, what you've done for me, I want to do for you. I'm your boyfriend. We're here to support each other. It's not a one-way street. You aren't carrying everything as much as you might want to. Let me carry some of it. We're a team. Obviously, one would think in today's age, the way things have progressed, you wouldn't expect that people would react so viciously as they would to somebody coming out of it. It goes to show like how much of that is show and how many people just aren't talking about what they think about certain things. That is something I have seen, like I have said, like through some of the people I knew growing up who at the time were not out, but people obviously poked and prodded at them, made fun of them, tortured them, whatever, just for being maybe a little feminine, maybe a little less masculine or whatever the trigger was that had them get targeted. Charlie was like, oh, they called me disgusting. Like I've seen some people do that and heard of worse. I wish people were more compassionate, more open, more forgiving, more understanding than they are, and just not living this primalistic stupidity. It just sucks, like knowing what Charlie went through. And I can connect to that even in my own experience in some way. Because like for me, like I was just socially awkward as a child. Shocker. It was hard for me to make friends or talk and not come off weird or awkward or whatever growing up. I didn't really have a friend group until second grade. You know, I had people I knew at church and stuff like that, but it was more like my parents were friends with their parents and we hung out and stuff like that. At the end of the day, I realized that that's the only reason why I was at a lot of the things I was at growing up, until eventually I was sitting alone at school, a lunch table by myself, until a buddy of mine came over and sat down with me. And that was really the first friend I ever made. And it was because he saw me over there and felt bad because I was alone and came to sit with me. It wasn't the most perfect of friendships because the group he was a part of had a couple of bullies in there. There were some really fucked up situations that I went through with that. And then I found my later group in middle school, got away from a lot of that. And then that's the group I've been with. That's the group I go. We rent out a place every summer, hang out, play D&D, and just fuck around for a whole weekend every year. That's my crew, man. And it took me a while to find that. Show choir really helped because that was a family. Even if we were all very different, we weren't all as close as whatever, it gave me like a gigantic unit that no matter what, like even from all of our different walks, all of our different like groups or whatever, like we had, popular kids, we had cheerleaders, we had football players, we had every bit of it. Like I said, even if we weren't as close as some, like it was just like it felt like a family. It gave me a place to retreat, especially since a lot of that was housed in its own building, so it was a place to go to at lunch. We all hung out. It was this whole little thing. It was almost its own little world. I think that helped a lot. Anyway, that was a whole other tangent. I went down that rabbit hole. I understand what Charlie's going through, maybe not to that same extent, but I've been in very similar pockets. And again, some of my closest friends have definitely gone through that as well. But the fact that he's trying to shoulder all of this all on his own without letting anybody in on it is only going to make that worse. And like I've said, it's going to manifest in other ways. Like we were talking about the Ben thing, like him bottling that up and not addressing it and just choosing to swallow that is either going to bubble up and hurt him in ways he doesn't know, or hurt the people around him in other ways. Like him running away from it is only going to cause other issues down the line. Almost a guarantee of that. And for Charlie to not confront these things that happen to him and try to run away from them, bury them, it's going to manifest in other ways, like his eating disorder, his own opinion of himself. It's a chain. It's like a ball and chain that he'll never be able to break out of unless he addresses it or allows somebody else to pick up that ball and help him carry it, like with Nick. And sometimes you might feel that that's not fair. Your burden doesn't need to be their burden, but if you're in a relationship, each other's burdens belong to one another. You're in this together. It's hard to say because sometimes it can be destructive. Like it can be overwhelming when it becomes so much of the other person's life. I've seen that and I understand that as well. One person's burden so greatly outweighs it that neither of them can carry it even together. I've seen that happen, but you won't know that unless you try. And if you try now or like let it fester to get that heavy, like I said, it's going to manifest in problems in different ways down the line. He needs somebody to help shoulder this, to be there. Like, because he was there for Nick through all this, through all of his fears, all these clouds, doubts, fears, and all this stuff. And he helped him with it. And he needs to be able to be comfortable letting Nick do the same. And I like that was where this episode ended. And now we're on the verge of them, finally getting the L word out there. He was like, I love this about you, your hair, your eyes. And then couldn't get that last little bit out. And then Charlie's about to text it. And then we don't know if he did. But Tara and Darcy finally, obviously we went through something similar with them and they worked through that together. And they were just like saying it. Oh God, that was so good. This is such a beautiful episode. Par for the course, man. Every episode has been a beautiful episode. But fantastic season, man. I really, really enjoyed this season. I can't wait to see what happens next, man. I really can. I'm curious what season 3 is going to bring, what trials and tribulations that is going to throw our way. So we'll be finding that out next week, I guess. But guys, I'm going to cut myself off. What did you all think? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends. Mandy Sherritt, Your Coruscant, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey L, Jake Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, Russell Crocker, Watchtower, Domi, Gregory Toner, Lily Chan Sun, and Joshua Godell. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's it for this video, guys. I want to see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.